What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Shift on YouTube with Francisco Rojas. So glad to have you all in. So glad to have you here. As always, The Shift on YouTube. Trying to get a better intro. I don't know. I need like a signature intro. I'm not going to try to have one because all the greats, they don't try. It just kind of naturally happens, right? I need to just not that I try hard or anything. I'm not saying that. I need to it's going to happen one of these days. One of these days I'll have a natural one. Maybe I just don't need one. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's get to the video. So I recently read an article on MLB.com. Anthony Castrovince recently wrote an article titled How the Pitch Clock Can Revive the Stolen Base. How the pitch clock can revive the stolen base. And one of the first episodes I did of The Shift, the podcast earlier on in the year, I talked about, some of the new stuff from the CBA and how they're going to experiment, in the minor leagues and the majors, certain things they're going to experiment with and whatnot. And I talked about the pitch clock being one of the pros of these experiments and that it needed to get up to the majors because they're only doing it in the minor leagues this year, which I'm going to get to in a second. They're only doing it in the minor leagues this year. And I said they need to get that up to the majors. That's one thing that we can use for the game that we don't have to necessarily, that's not something that's going to change the game to make it a different sport, because that's with a lot of these, with a lot of things that they want to experiment with baseball. And, I just want to make sure it's still baseball, right? We want to make sure that baseball is still baseball. That's what we want to make sure of. That's what I want, just for baseball, just to still be baseball. And I felt like the pitch clock could have baseball still be baseball. Like, it's something subtle. Yeah, I know the pitchers hate it and whatnot, but the pitch clock could be something that baseball could just be baseball. That's how I originally felt, about the pitch clock. It's not something that's going to drastically change the sport. So, and I've been feeling that way. But reading this article about how the pitch clock can revive the stolen base, and people love stolen bases. I love stolen bases growing up as a kid, man. Watching Jimmy Rollins and, I caught the tail end of Ricky Henderson's career. And, like Jose Reyes, even though I hated him, he was a New York Met. These guys, I loved, watching them steal bases. Jimmy Rollins was my favorite player, or one of my favorite players growing up. That's my favorite Philly. And I loved watching them steal bases. I loved watching them do it. And so apparently what's going on with the pitch clock in the minor leagues is they're experimenting by basically they're using a certain amount of pickoffs for the pitchers. They're only using a certain amount of pickoffs. I think they have 3. And if on the third one they're not successful, I believe, if the pitcher is unsuccessfully attempts a third pickoff attempt, the runner automatically advances on a balk. So pitchers now have to be wary of this. They now have to be wary in the minors where they're testing this out right now. They're wary of this. And then every pickoff, every time a runner's on base, there's more tension to it. There's more tension to every single time a guy gets on base. It could be this could be awesome for Major League Baseball. This could be really good. This is just another reason for it to get up to Major League Baseball. Get it up there now. Obviously not going to get it up in mid-season, but get it in 2023. And most likely it seems like it's going to happen. And a couple other things I wanted to mention about it, man. Like Max Ferguson. This was also what the article was about. Max Ferguson. He's a Lake Elsinore infielder who is leading all of minor league baseball in stolen bases. He's leading minor league baseball in stolen bases right now. It took him I'm just reading this as an excerpt from the article. It took him just 30 games in the 2022 season to exceed his stolen base total in 114 games in his entire collegiate career at Tennessee. That is insane. And that is the type of things that we want to see going up to Major League Baseball. I'm not saying like the stolen base would automatically bring back baseball to above football and above basketball, and same thing with the pitch clock, but These are two things that are going hand in hand now that we're seeing in the minor leagues. Games are getting shorter because of the pitch clocks. These situations where you have a runner on first, runner on second, whatever, more of runner on first, with the pitcher, having to worry about the guy on first base and having to worry about his pickoff attempts. Yeah, the pitchers might hate it, but I said this in my podcast earlier on in the year. Suck it up. If you're a pitcher, suck it up. Suck it up, because this is what these are the type of things that baseball really, really, really could use. It's something that's not going to automatically make the game so much bigger, or not even that, or just or drastically change baseball and make it a totally different sport. But it's going to help it, still be baseball, and get with the times, man. It's 2022. It's 2022. We have to get with the times, or baseball at least needs to, is what I'm saying. Baseball needs to get with the times. It's 2022. The fan bases, we need to grab the young fan bases. There's still, the older generation that's watching, like my age range. Like, look, I'm 27. Like, I'd say, kids like 25 and above. That grew up fans are still fans for the most part, to a certain extent. But kids under that, it's not what it used to be as far as the popularity among the young people, and just in general the popularity of the sport. So, man, from what I took from this article, man, is the pickoff limits, the stolen base rate. Let's look at, MLB has gotten away from the running game. And not to say that, like I said, not to say that the stolen base is automatically going to bring it back, but, 80s, average per game, 2.27. 90s, average 2.13. 2000s, average 1.63. 2010s, average 1.55. And then 2020s, average, only a couple of years, but 1.25. We need action in the game. We need action. And the pitch clock is going to help bring back a little more action. It's going to help bring back a little more action. And that is what we are asking for, is the action. And the pitch clock is going to help bring back the action. That is what I'm asking for, is to bring back the action. Okay? And pitch clock, it's going to make the game shorter. And with the stolen base, you're getting action. You're getting both of these things. You're getting both. So that's kind of how I see it. Shout out to Anthony Castrovince. I'll leave the link to the article in the description box. Make sure you check it out. I thought it was a really good read, a very, very, very good read. Sit down and make sure you read it, especially to go along with this video. Definitely give it a read. So, yeah, man, I want to know from you guys. I want to know what you think of the pitch clock in the minors right now, possibly coming up to the majors next year. And, let me know what you think of that. Let me know what you think of stolen bases. How much do you want to see more stolen bases? Will they impact the game? Will they impact the popularity of Major League Baseball? I would love to know from you guys. I would really love to know. Let me know in the comments. Like the video, share it, all that stuff. If you dislike it, let me know why you dislike it, though. If you're going to dislike it, let me know in the comments why you dislike it. Love the feedback. Would love to know what I can do better for the videos. What I'm doing good, what I'm doing bad. Would love to know all that stuff. Let me know in the comments. Would love to hear your feedback. I'll see you guys next time.